Hi, welcome to Jointly Speaking. I'm your host, Barbara, and today I'm doing something a little bit different, but then again, every time I'm on, I do something different. But I'm going to be talking with a couple of lovely ladies that are with Whitney Place here, where I am very fortunate to be able to record the show every month, and I do appreciate Whitney Place for allowing me to do that. And we're going to be talking a little bit different today. So I'm going to introduce you to Jen. Jen, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for
Okay.
having me.
Oh, listen, I think this is a treat. But Jen, kind of give me a night. How long have you been with Whitney Place?
I've been here just made 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fairly new, but
Well,
I love it.
You'd never know it after seeing you get around here
Thank
from what
you,
I've seen.
thank you.
But tell me, what exactly does your job entail that you do here for the residents?
I work in the dining room. I'm a server, so I
Yes.
make sure that everybody's dietary needs are met, but I also make sure that each resident's eating each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, making sure that how much they eat, and making sure their diet is stable, but also just having conversations with you guys, making sure you guys are happy and
Yeah.
everything's going good throughout your day is
and
important.
that's great. And I marvel at all of you people. I've learned to listen to everybody talking here. But one of the things that I found very interesting is how well you know what they will or they won't eat or what they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I hear you talking all the time, and I am amazed, to tell you the truth.
I try to have a relationship with each resident, my own special one with each
Really?
resident. Yeah, I think it's important for the job, and it's important for you guys too. It
Oh,
makes
yeah.
you feel, home. It's good for them to be,
Yeah.
feel like they're at home, feel like they're safe, feel like someone's listening. So it's important for me.
Yeah. And I gather you work a long day, though. Am I wrong?
Usually about 8-9 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It looks like a lot.
From what I've seen coming and going here, it looks a lot. you
Yeah.
know. But is there anything special that you like doing with the residents, or anything that you can think of that?
I just like the interactions that I have every day. Every
Yeah.
day is different.
Oh, I can imagine.
Every meal, every situation is different. But
Yeah.
I can honestly say I have way more good experiences than I can ever say bad experiences.
yeah.
And every day talking to the residents, hearing how their night was, it's a highlight of my day.
Yeah, I would think so, and especially where you're working with the senior citizens, particularly.
Yeah, it's one-on-one interactions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good to ask them how they're doing and have them ask me how I'm doing so you can build a relationship
Right.
with them.
And I think that's important. And a lot of people, assume assisted livings are just assisted livings.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that they know the staff.
I think so, too.
It's not just management and marketing or whoever.
Exactly.
It's the people that actually serve you from
Yeah.
day to day.
It's the little people.
Yeah, the little. No, I wouldn't say you were little. By no means would I say that. But I think that's one thing that the general public doesn't
Yeah.
see.
A lot of times we get left unnoticed, and it's no fault to anyone.
Oh,
it's
no,
just,
no, it's just the way
it's
it is.
just the way it goes
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But we know a lot more about the residents than some of the other people in the building do
Really?
because we get to sit down and have conversations with them every
Yeah.
day. So we know when they're having a bad day and they're having a good day. And sometimes you just don't feel like dealing with people, and we can sit with them
Yep.
and figure out, what's going on. So it's a little bit easier for us to have a common relationship, like a friendly relationship with them, because they look at us as, friends.
Right. And I can understand that. And I know that they have a very nice menu here from what I have seen.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
food here is excellent.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. And I think that's another plus.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way it's served and how it's cooked.
Restaurant style,
Yeah. That makes it important. But tell me, what are some of your goals for life? I know how long have you said you've been here 2 years?
2 years. Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of fell into this, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
went to cosmetology school.
Really?
I was trying to start my own salon. I wanted to own and operate my own salon.
Yeah.
And then one day I just saw the ad for a dining server in here. I said, well, I'll give it a try.
Right.
And honestly, it's the best decision I ever made. I've never dealt one-on-one with senior living.
Yeah.
And definitely a field that I plan on staying in for the rest of my working career.
That's wonderful. And don't you feel, too, that by working with the senior citizens now, that you kind of learn what to expect from your own
Yeah, definitely.
parents or relatives or whatever.
It definitely made me appreciate my parents a lot more. Seeing the
yeah.
relationships with
Yeah.
people and their families coming and going, it makes
Yeah.
you want to hold on to them a lot tighter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That,
definitely.
that's one of the big things that I think people don't think about.
No, you don't think about it until you
No,
see it
until it
firsthand.
happens
Yeah,
to you as an
exactly.
individual,
Yeah.
which I can
You
understand.
gotta appreciate every day.
Yeah.
Working here, I definitely realized
So,
that.
as you said, you'd like to stay in the field. Does that mean you want to become the boss?
I would love that. I would eventually love to walk in here
Yeah.
and have that position where I can kind of decide what's best for everybody.
Right.
Because I would like to do it with the same attitude that I do the job I'm doing right now,
Yeah.
where everybody's equal, everybody's a friend.
Right.
Keep it that way.
And what do you think is important for people to know about here and you in the kitchen or whatever?
I think it's important to know that you can talk to us. A lot of people don't think that we listen. A lot of people think, oh, they're not going, they don't have any say.
That's
if you have a
true.
problem, you can come to me and I can speak for you, and I
Yeah.
can be a lot louder than a resident can.
Yes, I know you can be a lot louder, I'm sure. but that's good.
Yeah.
Because I think I would assume that people in this position, the residents particularly, they don't know who to talk to or what to say to
exactly.
who.
It's a lot of faces. It's a lot of people
well,
coming
and
in
it's
and
a
out.
lot of wondering if I tell her what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know if the trickle effect or if it's going to cause
Yeah.
a problem, but definitely, I like everyone here, all my residents, to know that if you need something, if you need help, if you have a question, I'm
Yeah.
always available.
That's wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
what do you look forward to the future?
Well, I would, like I said, I would love to work here or work in some kind of senior living facility, but as a manager, I would love to see if I can expand on this current location.
Oh.
If I ever got the opportunity, maybe
Wonderful.
add some features to it that we don't currently have,
Yeah.
update it a little bit. But
Oh, what would you update? I'm curious.
I would definitely update the theater. I think you guys
Oh.
should have more of a theater atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
And I would probably change the activities a little bit. I think, going out more, doing more outside activities is good for the residents.
Yes. I think here in New England,
It's tough.
It's very tough with the
Yeah.
weather. I mean, let's face it. It's sunny out today, but
And
I heard it's going to
freezing.
and freezing. But I heard it's going to snow
Yeah.
still.
Oh, yeah. New
so I'm
England.
going. Okay, how can it be sunny and snowing
You
at
have
the same
about
time?
3 good days to go outside the
Yeah.
year in New England.
Yeah, and that's the bad part
Yeah, that's
about New
definitely the
England.
tough part of trying to figure out what to do when
Yeah,
you're in New
yeah.
England. Yeah.
Do you see anything you'd like to change for the kitchen? I don't want to get you in trouble.
No. I would probably have more menu changes. The menu's pretty much the same. It rotates week to week.
Oh, okay.
But I would like to expand it where it's every 3 months or every 4 months. So you
Oh.
get like a seasonal menu where
Yeah.
summertime you get more, cookout things or things that
Things,
you'd like to eat in
yeah.
the summer. And in the wintertime you get
Yeah.
heavier, heartier meals.
That's what
just
I
about
would-
how I eat in the
Yeah.
seasons. It
Well,
changes.
yeah, and that's what I'd like. I
Yeah.
mean, I think I can see where the cookouts might be a terrific thing to
Yeah,
do here.
and every now and then you want to have a burger on a grill, and it's good to have that
Yeah.
option.
I know when I was living in Florida recently, one facility down there had a cookout
Yeah,
every Thursday.
something to look forward to.
It was unbelievable, and they brought everybody that could.
Yeah,
whether
that's-
you were in a wheelchair or
Definitely.
bedridden.
Yeah.
I mean, they managed to get you out there. I
That's
don't know
what
how
I
they
would.
did
That's
it.
definitely what I would do.
Yeah.
I think it helps make the place feel more like home.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that's something people forget. And,
Yeah.
you get so. I'm assuming they get so busy with worried about liability and
Yeah,
everything else
yeah.
they have to. But I think some things you need to do just
Exactly. Make it feel like
well,
home.
and they've got to feel comfortable.
Exactly.
And if they're unhappy, then that's not going to
It's
work.
never
either.
good. Yeah, it's never gonna happen if you're unhappy.
Now, are you married or?
I am not married.
Okay, okay. That settles that. She's available, guys.
I am
Look
not
out.
married.
We don't want to advertise that too much on this show because it goes all over the
Oh
world.
no.
But I know you work with some terrific people
I
as
do.
well.
Yeah, I'm a lucky girl.
I was going to say the staff is really amazing.
We have
from what I've
a
seen.
good relationship with each one of my employees, my
Yeah.
coworkers. We have
Yeah.
a good bond. It's a good
That's
team.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. And what else is cooking for you? Anything?
Nothing right now. I'm trying to see what 2020 is going to bring me. I'm
Yeah.
having a new mantra where I'm going to try and say yes to everything,
Oh.
with exceptions.
Oh, I was going to say, boy, I got to get in on that one.
I think that last year was tough for everybody.
Oh, yes, I agree.
So I want to
Terrible.
just go into 2020 with a positive outlook, and I
And
want to
that's
try
good.
and keep it going the whole year.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
I'm a great believer in being positive.
Yeah, you got to change the station every
Well,
now and then.
yeah, and not only that, but if you're negative, that drags you down
Yep.
all day long.
Oh yeah, and it
So forget
changes
it.
it changes the air around everybody too.
Yes,
So
yes,
I'm trying
most
to stay
definitely.
positive.
Well, let me tell you, you are a relief to talk to.
Oh, thank
really.
you. Thank you so much for having me too.
Oh, no, I think this is wonderful. And,
you.
I really do appreciate everything you do for the residents here.
Thank you.
I know to some people that may not seem important, but let me tell you, it is.
Yeah,
Really.
it's important for me too.
I think the residents like meal times because they get to socialize
Yeah,
with each other.
exactly. And you get to see how everybody's day is going.
Yeah.
And you get to stop for a minute and just
Yeah.
kind of enjoy company. Yeah.
That's so true. I can really appreciate that. Well, I want to thank you for talking with me and stopping by.
No
I do
problem.
appreciate
Anytime. Thank you
it.
again.
Okay. Well, we will talk again, I promise.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
You too.
I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, one thing is Secure Grip. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but they do covers for your shower, rails, for your, next to your toilet if you need it there where there's a railing. Also your pools. This is an amazing hand cover, let me tell you. The pools, but also you could do it outside. If you had a metal railing outside somewhere, you could put a cover on it. And also, even on private airplanes, it zips on, I have to tell you. And it's like a canvas. But even if your hand is wet, I swear, it will not move. It is amazing to see when it works. It really is great. It just is very protective of you, and it keeps you from falling in the shower or out in the yard or in the pool or any place that you go. And I'll be mentioning Secure Grip occasionally, on the air, but I just wanted to mention it today because I think it's really important. And you can find them by going online to secure-grip.com. That's secure-grip.com. Okay? So just want to mention that to you and have you kind of keep that in mind. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I'm very excited about, and I haven't figured out all the logistics, but I wanted to give you a heads up on it. I have decided I want to donate to military servicemen. I want to do something for them. So I've decided to, if anybody interested, not everybody, but anybody that would like to, buy a $10 iTunes card. It's $10. It's a little card, looks just like a credit card. And it's put out by, one of the companies. And what I like about it is they can use it on their cell phone, I believe, when they're overseas. So I wanted to do an iTunes card, forgive me for flustering, as well as some suntan lotion. And the reason suntan lotion, because I thought I'd send it over to Iraq, Afghanistan, places like that. And I'm going to find a company and then just mail it to the whole company. It won't be with anybody's name on it. And we will all, I'll say it's from the citizens of the U.S. And I'll mention, YouTube and the TV show, the radio show that we're doing. And hopefully that will help them to understand. But I think it's really important that we do something to remind them. And I want to do it, believe it or not, for Christmas in July. So if you're interested, I would appreciate very much, sincerely, if you would donate the purchase of a card, iTunes card. They're $10, the one I'm thinking of. They come in different prices, but I think $10 would be sufficient. And also the suntan lotion. And then I will wrap them. We have to wrap them and then ship them overseas. And I'm working with a military base that is going to give me the name of a group that we can send it to. I don't know it yet, and I will let you know as we go along. But I want to have everything done by May 1st. I have no idea how long it takes to ship things. But we got to wrap them and package them and then ship them. And I want to get them there for July 4th, if possible. So if you're interested in helping, I would love your help. I really would really appreciate it. So next time I'll give you an address. I've been debating how to get you to send them to me. You know, I don't have any place you could just drop them off. And I want to do it right, and I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to take advantage. So if you'll just bear with me, I think I know where I'm going to do it, but I will try this next month and work on that, and we will have an address for you then. And like I said, it's Christmas in July. It'll be for July 4th for the U.S. military servicemen overseas in the hot areas, you know, Afghanistan, places like that. And we want to do the iTunes card for $10. And then suntan lotion. Doesn't have to be a big suntan lotion. Small jar would be perfect. But just something to let them know that we're here and that we care about them and we appreciate everything that they do for us. Because I think sometimes we forget they're over there. And I think we need to be reminded. And maybe Christmas in July will be something new, something different. So if you'd like to help me with this project, I would truly and truly appreciate it. So thank you, and we'll talk about it some more next time around, okay? Okay, all right. As far as, like I said, secure grip, we talked about that. I want to talk about medications, and I was going to do it today, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a guest here that I wanted. And so I'm going to postpone it till next month. But I will be talking about medications and how you can get them either with a coupon or get them free. There are websites that you can go on and get them. And it just depends on what your medication is. And please understand, you do have to have a prescription from your doctor. So next month I will give you all the details, I promise, on that. And we'll work on it, and hopefully I can help somebody out there who needs help. If you need help financially with paying for medications, I think you'll find this very helpful, very useful, and I think you'll like doing it. It's easy. You can do it at home. And like I said, I'll explain it all to you next month. But there are two places that you can approach, just so that you know. And we will see. And you have to have a computer. Or if your daughter or your son-in-law, if they have one, that's fine too. Anybody. You could even probably go to the public library and use their, a computer to go online and do it with. So there are all kinds of ways out there to do this. And I just want you aware of it and, keep you posted on that. Okay. Well, it's cold out today. I think it's 30 degrees here in New England. That's cold. I don't know about you, but for me, that's cold. But it's refreshing in a way. It really is. It's a beautiful day out today. We've got sun, but I understand we are expecting some snow again. So that should be interesting to deal with. But I wanted to talk to you also today about your bathroom. I thought, I'd like to take each room if I can and talk about that, talk about meds, talk about diet. We're going to talk about a lot of things. But today I'd like to talk about the bathroom. So what I'd like to do is explain to you about the bathroom. Now, in the bathroom, you have rails in the shower if you need them, or you can have them put in. They're wonderful. If you have a walk-in shower, it's great. If you have to use the tub, I hesitate even having you get in the tub, let alone take a shower in it. But you work that out. You know best what you can do. And, one of the first things I would suggest is if you have a kitchen sink, a bathroom sink, the bathroom sink, take the handle and make sure you have only one handle for your faucet for your hot and cold water. You turn it to the left, turn it to the right. It's much easier for you to use. You don't have to twist it. If you have trouble with your hands or your shoulders, twisting on faucets can be an issue, and that's not fun to do. So I would highly recommend that if you can, get a single-handle faucet in your bathroom. It works much easier, folks. Believe me, much, much easier. Okay? And the other thing that I very rarely mention, but I really should, if you're a tall person and the toilets are very low, as you know, you can get a high-rise toilet. They have toilets that are tall, a little bit taller, and they also have a riser, sorry, I'll get that right, a riser that you can put, it's 3 inches. It's plastic, and it has all the piping with it. You put it under the regular toilet on the floor, and that raises the toilet up 3 more inches. And that's a little bit cheaper than buying a high-rise toilet. So there's another way that you can go with the toilet in the bathroom. So you could think about that. The shower, as I started to mention, one of the things you can do with a shower, either have a bench. If you can get into your shower, okay. Have a bench in there, a little chair, a plastic chair, something that you can sit on while you shower. It'll work great. And then you get your railing with your guard on it, the secure grip that I was talking about, and that'll help you to pull yourself up and down if you're on a chair in the shower. The other way, of course, is to get the longer chair, which sits on the bathroom floor and extends into the shower. And that way you sit on it on your regular floor and you just slide yourself across till you get into the shower. And that's another way to do it. These are all things that are out there. You may have seen them, maybe not, but they're useful, folks. They'll help you. They'll make your life a lot easier, make your day-to-day go much easier than what you're used to. There are so many ways to help yourself, and a lot of people don't realize how much there is out there. And if I can help you and point you in the right direction, then that's what I want to do for you. I truly believe that's something everybody should do. So the bathroom, as I was saying, if you have a regular floor, keep a regular floor. I don't recommend you keep shower mats or I call them a scatter rug in your bathroom. Don't have a rug in there because you want to have something soft to stand on. Make sure that it won't slip when you step on. In other words, it has a rubber backing. Those are good, like your shower mats. Put them on the floor to use if you want to. But don't just put a carpet there that has no rubber backing to keep it in place, because you could easily slip and go flying. And that we do not want to have happen. That's crucial that you pay attention to that. So, and like I said, your faucets. You could have everything adjusted in your bathroom. Even your bathroom closet. I'm sure you have a closet with your linen and your towels, sheeting, things like that. Switch it around if you have to make it more convenient for you. Whatever acceptable to you will work. Everybody else in the house can Just deal with it. Believe me, they'll learn. They'll accept it. But if it helps you, then that's what you should do: is change it around and make it easier for yourself. So, the bathroom's an interesting place. It's a very dangerous place. I can't stress that more than I'd like to, but it really truly is a place where you have to be careful. Plan what you're going to do. Think about what you're going to do. And the one thing I would really recommend to a lot of people is before you go in to take your shower or your bath, whatever the case, be sure you're rested before you go in there. Make sure you're not tired and you're not paying attention. You want to know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it before you go in there. Do a little planning ahead. You know, it will make your life a lot easier and a lot safer. I can't stress that enough to people because it can be a real problem. So please do that for me and just check it out before you go. And you should check out any room or any project you're doing before you do it. I highly recommend, don't just jump into doing something. Look at it, figure out how to do it, what's the best way to handle it, how to pick it up, lay it down, whatever the case may be, and then go for it. But take your time, be rested, be alert, and it will help you, and you will do a lot better than just, oh, I'm tired, but I got to get it done. No. Let's not be tired. Let's get it done when we're all bright and alert, okay? Okay, because I think that's important. Most people don't realize how important that is. Okay. Anyway, today is just a nice, good old-fashioned day, I guess. Sunny and, like I said, cool. But, your home is so important for you to have it the way you want it, to have it comfortable for you, and make it accessible. I can't stress that enough. And even getting into your home, if it has stairs, look into getting a ramp. Have a ramp put in outside on the ground to make it easier for you to get into the home so you don't have to worry about the stairs. I think you'll find it very interesting. And you always know somebody, a neighbor. It shouldn't cost you too much. Maybe materials. But you can always find somebody who will help you with a project. A local man. Somebody in the neighborhood who likes doing projects, maybe, somebody like that. And always ask them if they'll help and see what happens. I think you'd have to pay for materials at least, but, it's up to you to work that deal out. I'll stay out of that. But it is crucial. It is important. And it's something you don't want to let go. Okay? So I want to talk about that. But anyway, I've been talking about the bathroom and other things, and I spoke to you about your bedroom last month. It's very new for me to be doing a show on YouTube, I have to tell you. I'm still getting used to it. So please bear with me and show me a little patience. I've been very anxious about doing these programs. I've been doing local radio for many years, but it's totally different when you have to go on YouTube, let me tell you. It's not a game show I would have thought I would be doing. But anyway, I do enjoy it. I love it. And I especially like helping people. If I can help you in any way, whether, it's just if you want information, I can help you. And you can email me. And if you don't like the show, you can email me for that too. I don't mind. I take criticism and I listen to it. But what I'd like to do right now is, if you have a pencil and paper handy, I'd like to give you my email address. and you can write me about the show. And if you'd like to hear about something specific, I'll be glad to look into it, and research it, and see if I can get somebody to talk about it. Okay? Okay. The name of the show, of course, Jointly Speaking. So the word jointly, Jointly, speaking, Speaking, podcast, Podcast, at gmail.com. I'll repeat that again just so you have it. Okay? Jointly Speaking Podcast at gmail.com. And if you want to write me, I'd be glad to, answer any emails. I do have the email set up in the website, so not a website, but the email address is all set up. So you can contact me that way, and we will do it. No problem. I'm glad to help any way I can. If you want to tell me about something you'd like to hear, I'd be glad to listen and see if I can arrange it. I'm doing the show once a month right now because I feel that's plenty until I'm a little more comfortable. I may change it later. I don't know. I haven't decided. But just be aware that I am trying. I would like to help you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me and let me know. I'd be glad to try and answer them. And even if you just want an answer to something, email me and I'll tell you it on air if you want. That's no problem. So I hope you'll do that for me. I really do appreciate it when I hear from you, because I know if I need to correct something, if I did something you're not pleased with, and I feel better about that. So please, I beg you, don't hesitate. I really appreciate it. Okay? Okay. All right. Well, we talked a little bit about the bathroom today, and we talked about the other items. Security grip. And that really is a wonderful project. Let me tell you, that is got to be one of the best things I have it in my shower. I love it because it grips when my hand is wet, it doesn't slip on the grip. And for me, that's important. And I think you'd find it so too. So again, just keep that in mind. They do have a website, and I've given you the address for it. So you can even, in fact, you'll see all the pictures there. I never thought I should have said that earlier. On securegrip.com, you will see, if you go to their website, you will see pictures of all the railings and how they apply them and how they use them. You will be amazed, absolutely amazed. Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. I did forget. Anyway, okay. So, we've been talking and doing things. One of the things that people don't think about is a lot of time in your daytime, when you're going to be working or even around the house, or you're going out to dinner someplace, try and think about how to relax before you go. And I don't mean you have to take a nap. You can sit in a chair for half an hour before you have to leave and just relax. Don't do anything. Be all dressed, all ready to go, and just sit in the chair for a half an hour if you want, and just relax and get comfortable. Because, one thing all of us do, we're always rushing. That's the day and era of it, I guess. But you can also make mistakes. Like, if you're rushing, you may hit something, trip on something. Anything can happen. I just hope that when you're planning to go somewhere, take a half an hour beforehand, sit down, relax, and don't do anything for that half hour. You will be amazed at how much better you feel when you go out, because you're not, a lot of us rush around and you're going out the door and you're still trying to finish up what you're doing in the house. That doesn't work. It's just common sense to be rested, to be alert, to be able to pay attention to where you are, your environment. It's just good common sense to do that. And I hope you'll do that. I can't stress it enough. I think it's one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves. And not many people realize that. And that's too bad because it truly is important. Okay? Okay. Just want to kind of go back with that because that's something that it really bothers me when I see people getting hurt when they probably didn't have to, you know. And, it's like, okay, let's say we go to the mall today. Okay. Well, you got to decide whether you want to go morning or afternoon, of course, or all day. I don't recommend all day for anybody, but some of us have to. But if you go out, get there probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, walk around for an hour, see some of the stores that you'd like to see, and then go sit and have lunch there at the mall. And after you've rested for half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, then get up and go to the other stores that you didn't finish. Try and break it up. Or go early in the morning when you feel good and you're bright and you're cheery and go shopping then and be home by noontime or in the afternoon. But if you go in the afternoon, I highly recommend that you don't do anything in the morning if you can help it. Get dressed, of course, dishes, things like that. But don't do anything heavy, housework, vacuuming, anything like that. Just try to take it easy and be ready for the afternoon when you go to the mall. I think you'll find you'll be more rested and you will enjoy the shopping. And of course, shopping we all love. And it would make it easier for you to do that if you could do that. I can't stress enough how important that is. It can be a real big issue as far as, enjoying the time and not saying, oh, I just want to get out of here, because you're really not in the mood to shop. And of course, we all love to shop. So think about how you could do it. Rest before you go. Or if you go, make it a point to stop and have your lunch there and do a little shop in the morning and a little shop in the afternoon. But plan it. Organize your time better. That's crucial. Everybody has to organize their time and take time to rest. You don't have to take 3 or 4 hours, I don't think, but half an hour, maybe an hour, and just recoup and be ready to go when you're going. That's one thing a lot of us forget to do, and it's unfortunate, because it's no fun. And you don't want to be bored and tired when you're at the mall. That's the worst thing that you can do. You want to be active and ready to go. So keep that in mind, okay? Okay. Well, let's see, what else today? I wanted to do a lot more, but unfortunately things got a little loused up today on my scheduling, and I have to apologize for that. But please know, everything I'm talking about is important. Don't let it go. One of the things I'd like to mention, and this is going to probably sound weird to everybody, but you know how you have to turn your car, well, of course, nowadays you don't have to, but in some cases, you put a key in the ignition of your car or in your front door for that matter. Doesn't matter where. Do yourself a favor. Put it on a ring. I buy the stainless steel rings. They're round, and I put my keys on. I make sure they're at least 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter. Okay? The reason I do that, I stick my fingers, as many fingers as I can, through the ring, put the key in the keyhole, and then turn it. I have a lot more leverage, better balance, and the door opens easier. When you're turning door locks, if you use the key, it can be a hassle sometimes. But put it on a key ring, a large, not a key ring specifically, but a large ring. You can buy them. I see them all the time in the hardware stores. They're just a silver ring, and you slip things onto them. And they're not expensive. I forget how much now, but they work, and they have them in every size you can imagine. So if you want to, you could even try them on until you find one that you think fits your fingers better, or however you want to do it. But put your key ring on that. I also recommend that you put your name and address on it, or your telephone number or something too, in case you lose them. But they're not heavy, they're lightweight. It's just a round ring, and it works. And it will help you with your doors, no matter what kind, car door, house door, a shed, I don't care. It will make it easier for you to use it. So if you could do that, you'll be doing great. Okay? Okay. That's one thing. I try to organize everything I do in the sense that if you're going to plan something, you want to be sure everything is padded or whatever you need. Like if you're going, a lot of people go out to the restaurants and they're never comfortable in the chairs, which I agree. I'm never comfortable in them either. Because they don't fit you personally. The chairs are made for the general public. And you might be taller, thinner, smaller, whatever the case may be. I always have a pillow with me. Not a bed pillow, just like a car seat pillow. One you could put on a chair or something like that. And whether you put it behind your back or you sit on it. I bring it every place I go to eat, believe it or not. I may not look too smart, but you know what? I'm comfortable. I sit comfortable in the chair, and I enjoy my meal. If I'm going to go out to dinner, I want to be sure that I can enjoy my meal. I'm not going to pay for something and then be miserable because I can't sit comfortably. So it's just a regular cushion that you would put like on a summer chair or something in your house, whatever. And they're not too heavy, and you can get any color you want. I would put your name on it in case you forget it at the restaurant or something, but, that's here nor there. That's up to you. But I would recommend it. It is so much easier for you to go and sit down in a restaurant and enjoy your meal if you're comfortable. So I would definitely recommend that to anybody that has a problem sitting in the chairs in restaurants, because some of them can be very difficult, and a lot of the chairs are hard. They don't have cushions on them. So if you bring a cushion, it's going to make that seat a lot softer and more comfortable for you to use. So I hope you'll think about that and try that as well. And that's just another one of those hints that I know I've used and tried. And I see other people doing it too. And I think it's a great idea. Nothing wrong with that when you can, have an extra pillow and you just carry it and take it with you. So think about doing that as well. It will help you. One of the other things that I'd like to do with restaurants, and I've recommended this to other people, before you go there, especially if it's a new restaurant and you're not familiar with it, call them and ask them, do they have chairs on wheels? Or are they, stern? Is it booths? Don't be afraid to ask them, and ask them the menu and what the price range is on the menu. Ask. And then when you go there, you will enjoy your meal far more if you know ahead of time what you're walking into. We all hate walking into a big surprise, I'm sure. But that would work for you. So keep that in mind and do that. It's one of probably the better things that you can do. And every new restaurant I call, I guarantee you. And I want to know the price range, first of all. That's my big thing. But I want to know what kind of chairs they have. Are they on wheels? Because if you have chairs that are on wheels, when you get up, it could be dangerous. You want to be sure that somebody's behind you and holds the chair sturdy so it doesn't roll, or back it up against a wall if you have the facility, the place in the facility where you can do that, and that would work. It would be great. I think that's one of the things that we tend to forget with a restaurant. And even ask them, are there stairs going into the restaurant, or is it just a ramp? If you're having problems walking, getting in and out of places, please call ahead. Ask people. They're not going to get mad at you. Believe me, they're always very polite. And they figure if they have what you want, then you're going to come there. And that's the key. Make sure you know what type of chairs, booths, wheels on the chairs, and the cost of the menu. And of course, if you need to know what hours they're open, of course you can do that. I'm sure everybody would think of that and get that accomplished. And that's something else that you can do. There are things you don't realize. Every place you go, if it's a new place, call ahead and find out what you're walking into. It works. It just makes good sense to be careful and know what you need to know. I highly, highly recommend you do that. Okay? Okay. Well, as I mentioned before, the Christmas in July for the military men and women, I should have said just men, women as well, and we'll get the iTunes card for $10 if you'd purchase that in a small jar of suntan lotion. And I will let you know next month. I'm pretty sure you'll be sending it to Massachusetts, or if you're in Massachusetts, it'll be local for you. But I just want to, be sure of the address before I give it to you. I want to check on a few other things. But you can get it and get it ready, and then just send it to me when you can, or drop it off, whichever the case may be. I really, truly want to do this for our military. I think we forget they're over there, and we need to be reminded. And they need to be reminded that we care, that we know they're there for us. So I truly and truly hope you'll help me with this project. I have to be honest, it's my first time doing it, but I'm so looking forward to this. I can't tell you. I'm very excited about it. And I've been talking with people here in Massachusetts, and they're all interested in supporting it as well. So I hope I'll get some of you to join me as well. Okay? Okay. Well, I think what we better do right now is maybe we ought to do some exercises. What do you think? I think we've been sitting long enough. Time to do something. Okay. What I'd like you to do is sit in your chair, get in a comfortable, a nice straight chair with the arms on it, if you can. Okay? And when you're in the chair, I just want you to close your eyes and your mouth. And I want you to inhale through your nose, fill up your lungs to the max that you can handle. And then, once you've done that, very slowly let the air out through your mouth. Okay? Okay, so let's do it. Inhale, fill up those lungs, and then very slowly let it out through your mouth. Very slowly. You'll find sometimes it takes longer to let the air out than it does to inhale, believe it or not, because you're going slow. And that's okay. That's what you want to do. Okay? Okay. So let's do it one more time. Inhale. Fill up those lungs. And then exhale slowly. And relax. Okay? And we'll do it one more time. Inhale. And then let it out slowly when you're ready. Okay? Okay. Now you should be a little bit relaxed. And let me tell you, that's a fantastic exercise to do. If you're having trouble getting to sleep at night, try doing that. Lay in bed, close your eyes, and do the breathing. You'd be amazed. Really, I've done it. It works, at least on me. I can't guarantee you, but it does work if you have to. So please try it by all means. Okay. Let's start with our feet. You're sitting up, your feet are on the floor. I want you to keep your heel to the floor and raise the toe of your foot, your shoe, whatever you want to call it. Okay? And bring it back down. Remember, keep the heel on the floor, but raise the toes up. Okay? That's 2. And let's do it one more time. Bring the toes up. Okay? And bring them back down. Now next, I want you to do the same thing, but I want you to raise the toe up, bring it down, and raise your heel up and bring it down, okay? All right, let's go. Bring your toe up and down. Your heel up and down. Your toe up and down. Your heel up and down. Your toe up and down. Your heel up and down. Okay? Now, I may have had you go a little bit faster, but remember, everything is done in slow motion. We're not rushing anything, okay? Please, slow motion. Okay, now let's start with your right leg, and you're sitting up straight, I hope. And take your right foot and lift it straight up so your leg straightens. Okay? And then bring it back down slowly. Remember, we're not rushing. Bring it back up. And bring it back down. Bring it back up. And bring it back down. Okay? You got your right foot there? Okay. Do it good. Remember, slow motion is the key. All right, let's do the left foot. Lift the left foot up, straighten it out, and bring it back down. Bring your left foot out, and bring it back down when you're ready. Okay? And one more time. Take your left foot, straighten it up, straighten your knee out so your leg is straight in front of you, and then very slowly bring it back down. Okay? One more just for the heck of it today. Let's do one more. Go back out. And bring it back down. Okay? Okay, I want you to put your two legs together, right next to each other, and your feet on the floor. And I want you to take your right leg and slide it to the right. In other words, spread it apart. Spread it away from your left leg. That helps the hip joint. So you slide it out and bring it back down to meet the other leg. Take your right leg, slide it outward sideways, and bring it back down. Remember, slow motion, no rushing. We're not in a race today. Okay? Okay, let's go one more time. Bring it out. And bring it back down when you're ready. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, let's do the left leg. Take your left leg out, far as you're comfortable with. When you're bringing your leg out to the side, when you're sliding it out to the side of the chair, only go to what you're comfortable. Don't go beyond that, okay? And then bring it back down. You always want to go, the best way to probably explain it to you would be to say to go to the point of where the pain starts, when you know you're going to get pain, and stop. And then come back down. Okay? You don't want to get into that pain level. So just where it starts to feel funny, then you want to quit. Okay, let's do it again. Left leg out. And bring it back in. Left leg out. And bring it back in when you're ready. Okay, we got that done? Okay. All right, the next one. There's no nice way to say this. So just sit up straight in your chair. And I want you to pinch your buttocks together. Whatever you want to call it. Your hiney, whatever. Pinch it together and then release it. Okay? And as you pinch it together, you'll feel something in the thigh of your leg. That's working the quad. Okay? The muscles. And that's good. Okay? So let's try that again. Pinch your butt. And pull it back down. Release. Pinch your butt. And release. Okay? Pinch my butt. One more time. Hold it for a couple of seconds if you can. 5 seconds would be great. And then you'll feel that pressure, the pulling in your legs, the thigh part. You'll be amazed. It always surprises me. And then release it. Okay? Okay, let's take a couple of deep breaths and relax for a minute. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth when you're ready. There's one. Try it again. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Okay. Now you're relaxed. Okay. Now we're sitting in our chair. I want you to take your head and turn it to the right as far as you can, comfortably, and then bring it back to the center. And then let's go to the left for a switch. Switch over, turn it to the left, and bring it back to the center. Okay? Nice and easy. Let's go to the right. And bring it back. Go to the left. And bring it back. Go to the right. And bring it back to the center. Excuse me. And then go to the left and bring it back. Okay. There you go. Now, relax, okay? Now, what I want you to do, and I know you know how to do this, shrug your shoulders. In other words, just both shoulders together. Just lift them up towards your ears, straight up, and let them down. Very easy to do. But take them straight up and bring them back down. Bring it back up and bring it back down. Okay? Bring them back up. And you're doing this slow, no rushing. And then you're lowering them back down. Slow motion, folks, slow motion. Okay? Okay. Now I want you to, let's see. Okay. I want you to take your shoulders and very carefully, I want you to push them back and kind of make like a half a circle with them and bring them back down. In other words, you come up and you push them back and you bring them back down. So you're kind of making like a half a circle with your shoulder blade, okay? So go up, go back, and bring them back and bring them down, okay? Okay, one more time. Go up, bring them back, and bring them down. Very good. That's a good exercise. It helps your shoulder blades. It strengthens them, believe it or not. It's really good for the shoulder blades in your back. So please remember that. Just do it whenever you want, okay? Okay, we did that one. Next one, I want you to take your left hand, make sure it's by your side, bring it up, and touch your right shoulder. Bring it up, touch your right shoulder, and bring it back down. Okay? Let's try it again. Bring it up, touch your right shoulder, and bring it back down. Okay, now let's do your right hand. Bring your right hand straight up, bring it over to your left shoulder, and touch it, and bring it back down. Remember, slow motion. Nobody's rushing on this. Okay? Okay, one more time. Bring your right hand up, go to your left shoulder, and bring it back down. Okay? One more time. Bring your hand up, over to your left shoulder, and then bring it back straight down by your side. Okay? Okay. Now take your hands, put them together, and raise your arms together up in front of you. There's no regulation as to how to do it, except keep your hands together, do it slowly, and just bring your arms straight up in front of you. And then as far as you're comfortable with, and then return them back down. Okay? One more time. Hands together, bring them up, and bring them back down. One more time. Hands together, raise your arms up, and then when you're ready, bring them back down. Okay, now my last exercise, and I love doing this one, put your hands out in front of you, face down, palm down, I should say, and turn them over. Like you're collecting change from the grocery store, you're getting your money back. Good way to do it. Okay, so take your hand and just turn it over. Do it slowly and consistently. You'd be surprised how many people can't do this. So turn it over and bring it back. Okay, do it again on your left hand and bring it back. Okay, right hand. Palm down and flip it over like you're collecting change. And bring it back down again. Slow motion, no rushing. Turn your right hand over and bring it back down. Okay? Turn your right hand over and bring it back down. Very, very good. Okay, those are all the exercises we're doing for today. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you'll do them even after today. I mean, during the week. Please don't hesitate to do these. These help you every day in your everyday living, so keep that in mind. And just a reminder, next month I will be talking about medications and how to acquire them with discounts or whatever. And I also mentioned to you about the keychain, the iTunes card and the suntan lotion for the U.S. military, which I will be collecting and doing that. If you want to start looking into it now, you can. And then next month I will give you the address to where you can send it or drop it off if you're locally. Okay? Okay. Listen, everybody have a wonderful month. Enjoy your time. Take it easy. And I will see you next time around. Take care.